Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Deni. If you are brand new, thank you for stopping in. If you're an oldie but goodie, welcome back. Today I am going to be doing a somewhat full face using Wander Beauty. I feel like a lot of people don't really talk about Wander Beauty. Lately I've been getting into their products a lot more. So today we're going to go ahead and do a look using those. First things first, I have to prime. I do not have a primer from Wander Beauty, so I'm just going to use my good old-fashioned whatever I have. I'm going to go ahead and use a product that I have not really tried, but I bought a while ago, the Dickinson's Witch Hazel Facial Mist, and I got this and with all intention of using it, and I forgot all about it. So I'm gonna miss my face. I feel like I just put a whole lot of that on. This guy, for reference, it is a tone, set, and refresh type of product, and it has rose water. I don't smell any rose water, but it did feel pretty good. And as for primer for my face, I am transitioning into a new primer because my last one just finished. So I'm going to use the Dr. Brandt Pores No More, and I've never tried this primer. I've had another primer from them at one point and it smelled kind of like weird for some reason. I remember it smelling weird, so that did have a little safety tag on it. And this one looks to be tinted, so yeah, we have a tinted one. I don't know if that's, oh, okay, it blends right in. It does not smell bad. It smells pretty good. It kind of feels a little bit like the Professional. Okay. It has a kind of like silky feel to it, but not silicone. I'm going to go into the Wander foundation. This is their Nude Illusion Liquid Foundation. I already know how this works, and it's possibly one of my favorites. I feel like it really matches my skin tone, so I like using it a whole lot. This is in that squeezy type tube. However, it does have a dual foot applicator, which is humongous if you ask me. And I don't know that this is like the best method or that I love that, but what I like to do with this foundation is basically like dot it everywhere. For some reason, I don't like to just like put it on my face like one big stripe. I kind of just like to dot it everywhere, and that just helps me like blend it in to everywhere else that I need. So basically I give myself a lot of little polka dots. I then go in with a brush and I smooth it all out. So this is a Morphe like foundation brush. It's from their Pro collection. It's one of my favorite brushes that I've been using lately. This is a more like medium type coverage foundation, but I just find that it's like really easy to work with. It's liquidy enough that it does spread out really nice, and it doesn't dry too quickly. So you're able to move it around and put it exactly where you want it to be before it starts settling. Some foundations, like as soon as you put them on the skin, they just start drying up, and if you don't blend them in, you'll have like patches. This one happens to not be one of those. So this one, that's the reason I like it a whole lot, because it blends so easily. And there you could see, like, I'm not gonna do a double coverage on this one just because I kind of like it the way it is, just with the one layer. Okay, I looked through my things and I did not see a concealer, so I'm gonna have to do concealer from my own collection or what I have. And what I do have is one from Hey Honey that I've been using lately. This is the Trick and Treat concealer. I really like it a whole lot. It's in a squeezy tube. That part I don't prefer. Don't know. And then I'd like to dot this on as well. I think I put too much on this side, not enough on this side. Okay. And then I usually just like pat that in using my same foundation brush and kind of just like, I either do that or I go in with my finger and I just warm it up depending on what it needs. But this one works really well with the brush. Now we have on the foundation. We're going to move into brows, and for brows I have two products of theirs. I have a clear gel and I also have a brow pencil. I've actually been using the brow pencil lately. This one comes with a spoolie as well. It's a light brown color, the one that I have, and this seems to be like rubbing off, so I wouldn't be able to tell you what the shade is because I can't tell. I don't know. So basically I go in, and this has like a tough pencil if you ask me. It doesn't have like that smooth like stroke movement, and I kind of do have to rub kind of hard for it to come out and outline my brows. That I don't entirely love about this. It's not one of my favorites, but the color is pretty alright. Yeah, the color's fine. I just find that I have to work this product a whole lot to get it to like cover in my brows. And I don't know, like it gives me a nice natural type look to my brow. So I actually need to wax soon. All right, so this brow product is now on, and I'm gonna move on to the other brow product, which is a clear gel from Wander as well. This it's like this little tiny spoolie, and it's clear gel, so I don't know that it would make a difference. Oh, okay, well, it kind of does. It kind of just like lifts them up a little bit. I was trying to smell this to see if it has like a scent. I don't know. There you have it. Those are my brows on now. And we're going to move on to the next product, which is going to be an eyeshadow palette that I have from Wander. This one right here is the Wondrous Seascape. Believe this was given to me by a friend or possibly a BoxyCharm. I don't know. This does have a mirror on one side and then a 6-pan palette on the other side. This has mostly shimmers and one matte transition color. I might need to pull from another palette, possibly. At least one like brown shade to bring this all together. So let's see, what do I want to do? Well, let's start with what I do know. We're going to go ahead and use this sand dollar color that's right here. This looks like a great transition shade. We were going to work into our above our crease, not into the actual crease, but onto the above my crease. That's my favorite thing to do. So that has a pretty good blend and it works really well. Okay, so that blended in pretty well, and I think what I'm gonna do is move into my next shade, which I think I'm gonna take the color Coastal, that blue shade, and work that into like my outer V, because it's like the darkest tone in here, and I feel like this is for the lid, but let's see. That is really dark. It is it is giving me a bunch of fallout that I'm not happy about, but okay, so putting that in the outer V. I'm not a complete fan of the blue on my lid. Blue and red are two colors that I'm not entirely in love with for my eyes. Orange and green, on the other hand, love it. Love that. feel like there's a lot of cleanup that has to happen on this eye, and I'm not getting a good consistent like blend right here on this lid. Moving on, we're going to go ahead and place a shade right there. Which one do I want? I feel like I always go for like the champagne or gold color. I kind of want to go for this like sea foam color because it's like a silvery type of gold. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna just go for it. Sea foam it is. I'm gonna go ahead and see how that works. Oh, that has glitter. I think I'm gonna use my finger for that because with the brush I don't get the full effect. Oh, it has like a foil feel to it, like it's foiling the eye. Love that. The glitter is actually what's making it look kind of silvery. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and clean up this blue a little bit because I have like not a good blend when it comes to that gold and that blue. Like they don't have a seamless. So I gotta fix that, and I'll probably just like pat right there. All right, so now what I want to go ahead and do is take that sand dollar color yet again, and I want to buff that under my waterline. I'm also gonna have to clean up the edges just because the edges of my makeup look are kind of like blurry and kind of like, I want them to be sharp, and I kind of like doing it this way instead of sticking tape on my eyes. I'll just fix my foundation in those areas. And then I'm going to take a clean blending brush and I'm going to go right above and just try to blend all of this in. I wish this had like a lighter transition shade that I could really buff in this area, but this palette doesn't have that. So I'm going to have to just work with the sand dollar shade and make sure that's all nice and blended up here. So eyes are now on, and I think I'm going to move on to my cheeks. I do have a blush and highlight palette from Wander. I do not have a contour. So I'm going to work with what I have. This is what I have, so I'm going to go ahead and use this. This has 2 different blushes and 1 highlight. So I think I want a more... I think I want the Tuscan Sunrise because it's a more like orangier type of blush. And I'm going to go ahead and just swirl up in here and put that on my cheek. Giving it a nice flush. And then I'm going to go ahead and highlight as well. And for highlight, I'm going to use the City Lights color that was in here as well. This one. It's more of a gold type of color. Yeah. I'm gonna actually try to put a little bit of that just right here on the brow area. I realize my highlighter brush is way too big for this, but do I care? No. And then a little bit above my lip. I do have an eyeliner from Wander, and this one's called Skyliner, and it's in jet black. So I think I'm going to go ahead and use the liner. And unfortunately, I don't have a mascara from them anymore. I believe I used it in the past and I finished it up. I can't remember if I enjoyed it or not. I don't know. I hate when it's like that, when I can't remember whether I enjoyed something or not. I think a lot of times when I do enjoy it, I note it and I say that I want to purchase it later. And I don't think I said that I wanted to purchase it later. So this is a retractable type pencil. It moves. I'm going to go ahead and put that right into my waterline. Both bottom and my top. So the eyeliner feels pretty good. I can't complain about it. I do feel like I need a touch up of like concealer like under my eye, which I didn't do earlier. And what I think I'm going to do is just take my regular foundation and just like this, you know, this regular foundation and just tap a little bit of that under there instead of putting on more concealer. I think that made a difference. So I'm going to go ahead and use the mascara that's already open in my drawer to finish that off. And I don't think I have a lipstick from Wander either. Like I couldn't find one in my drawer. So I'm going to go ahead and put on another lipstick. Okay, so my look is complete and I've used everything that I had in my collection that was Wander Beauty. So to sum it up, I do like some products from their line and some I don't know if I entirely like them. So I definitely enjoy using the foundation. I think it is great. The brow product I can do without. The eyeliner was okay. And even the brow gel was good. Out of the palettes, I do like the shades in the blush palette. However, this palette, I mean, it performed really well. I just wish that there was some other colors in here as well. I felt like there's just too much shimmer, a lot of like shine, and it needs a complementing palette to go with it that I don't have. But I don't entirely hate this palette. I just find it lacking a few things. Truthfully, the only product that I don't really enjoy is the brow product. But other than that, I feel like my experience with Wander Beauty has been pretty good and I like most of the products. So I would definitely recommend it as a beauty line for you to check out, see if it's something that you like, because some of their products are just like perfectly spot on. That was today's video, just showing you a full face of Wander Beauty. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Become a member of my GonzFam, and as always, from my house to yours. Love ya.